member on our website, overtake.gg.
Premium members enjoy extra benefits such as an ad-free browsing experience, special community deals, discounts, and OverTake Turbo, which provides setups, coaching, and one free esports setup per month powered by Track Titan.
Another cool feature are community reviews, so you can have a chance to contribute and share your opinion on not yet released hardware or games.
Join as a premium member on overtake.gg for just €1 a month. Go. Hey everybody, welcome to this live stream.
And to this one, we are live on both YouTube and Twitch once again with some F1 action from 1995, you could say. Not officially, but you know.
Yeah, indeed. And it's a special event in our racing club. On YouTube at least, on Twitch maybe not, but on YouTube you can check out the link in the video description. You can see all the info there for our racing club, but also for this event. Yeah, it's a full Grand Prix, as you can see in the title. So we're running Imola, which is really nice, lovely track. And the configuration is slightly different from what you know from modern days, right, Yannick?
Yes, so essentially the modern track has one less chicane, the final one, or this the final one on this layout. That was installed, of course, after the 1994 San Marino Grand Prix, so the Tamburello and Villeneuve chicanes went in. Variante Bassa was slightly changed. That was turned to one chicane, basically. Acqua Minerale was completely chicaneless after that. So there were some renovations with quite the scope between 94 and 95.
And we're using the brand new Formula Edge, so we can choose between 3 different cars. Yes. And V10 it is for me at least, just because of the sound. There's no other reason.
Yeah, same. Well, not because of the sound, but yeah, same for me. I tried my heart told me to go with the V8 because Minardi, basically. But I just felt more comfortable in the V10, so here we go.
And with us is also Alexis, by the way. Welcome, Alexis.
Indeed, hello.
Why'd you have to introduce me right while I was going into Variante Alta? This is a very difficult circuit for me. Hello, everybody. I am a bit nervous tonight, not because of the usual Twitch/YouTube jitters, but because it seems as though when it comes to not the Bahrain Grand Prix, which I have been looking for throughout the entire week, I'm not doing too terribly in terms of pace, representing good old mid-90s Ligier. God, I love that car. Obviously, the skin pack for the Formula Edge car is not ready yet, though I'd expect that to release either next week or the week after, so keep an eye out on overtake.gg for that. Created by the same group of people, I believe, that released the 2016 skin pack, which was released for the Gen 1 Formula Hybrid, I believe. So I very much look forward to that. But yeah, if you happen to find me a bit nervous tonight, that is why. Performing under pressure is not a skill I personally possess.
Yeah, because we are racing for so much tonight. It's just some pixel trophies for the forum. I mean, you can get a bit nervous for that.
What do you mean? That's like the most important thing to get on our forum, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I know it sounds a bit ridiculous, but the thing is, I'm not used to having any amount of pace ever in anything, and I want to do well because it's not even for the trophies and such. It's just I love this generation of. Actually, I'm just gonna stop out of the track to explain this. I love this generation of Formula One. It's one of my favorite generations in terms of just aesthetics, the sounds, the sights. I think Yannick's gonna agree with me on that front. It's probably as pure a form of racing as you're going to find in F1 history, at least compared to what we have nowadays. No, this is not going to be a 2-hour rant regarding the 2026 F1 regulations, but generally speaking, this is my type of car. I love this type of car, and I am incredibly happy to be sort of kind of okay-ish in it, but that's why I'm so nervous, because I'm not used to any amount of pace within me or my car. But yeah, I'm very much excited, looking forward to it. 1995 San Marino Grand Prix, rather interesting historically speaking. And Yannick, considering what you mentioned earlier, did you actually watch that race last week or this week?
I think I watched some clips here and there, most memorably the one of Michael Schumacher's crash, pretty early on in the race, because people started on wets. It had rained that morning, but stopped raining until the race got underway, and I think Schumacher came in on lap 9 or so, or lap 10, for dries, and immediately stacked it big time at Piratella. So yeah, that's definitely the standout clip for me from that.
Yeah, hey chat, by the way. Welcome everyone. How do you change the HUD status of the car? I don't know what you mean. So the HUD status of the car?
Like the display in the cockpit?
I think they're referring to the beta HUD that you've been using, I presume?
Ah.
Yeah, you can activate that in the game settings. I think it's under display. Under display? Gameplay and display or so?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the standard data HUD. Yeah, I'm right now practicing stops. And so yeah, repairs, so it's better to... It's quite wild. We have 120 kph per unit. Braking point is like 150 leaderboard. And then you have to move it. Yeah. But the damage is quite mild.
I think so, yeah. I think they set it to performance impacting low. So, yeah, mechanical damage is still something to watch out for, but like physical damage isn't as bad as it could be.
Was my audio broken again? I have sometimes issues with my microphone still.
Now you're very loud compared to
Yeah,
earlier.
I was not on my normal level before. Because my preamp is damaged once again. The old problem. Yeah, now it's better. Thank you, Heal and Tony, and yeah, welcome to the show. Yeah, we still have, you can see on the top, 10 minutes of practice, and we have a 10-minute qualifying, and then we're going into a third 63 lap race. Yeah, wow.
Danny, could you do me a favor and explain quite a few of the issues that we might encounter tonight, because they are very much of their era, if you will, when it comes to brakes and the gearbox and such.
Yeah, I mean, Imola in this kind of layout, in this kind of version, was very tough on cars mechanically, just because you had so many heavy braking zones. That means a lot of shifts as well, so you have to kind of look out for your drivetrain a little bit. But it might also be an issue towards the end of the race that worn brakes will be less effective than at the very start. Hey there, Scrippy91. Good to see you back in chat action once more.
Yeah, it's been broken forever, but it's not the microphone. It's a little piece that is between the microphone and the XLR cable. I think that's the source of the... Oh, the pit entrance is so tricky, man. Wow. But
It's going to be very F1 challenge tonight with the amount of crashes that I expect in there.
Probably, yeah.
So, 120 limit is accurate to the time?
No. That's a bit excessive. I'm pretty sure it was down to 80 at that point already.
But why are we doing 120?
I don't know. I think that it's more or less the universal pit limit that we use in the club for whatever reason.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was at that time they had like different speed limits still for quali in the race, if I remember correctly. It might have been 80 in the race, but 100 during qualifying.
Yeah, but full house here. It's great to see. Also, randomly, we kind of managed to have a good selection of different liveries, which is quite nice. So it looks very mixed. Like we have a few red cars, a few blue cars, a few green cars. This is cool to see.
Yeah. Like Alexis said, I can't wait for the livery pack to be released. I know they are working on it, so Alain, Holly, and I'm pretty sure Dustin is involved as well. So the usual suspects for these high-quality packs. And yeah, the 95 season will always be special to me, even though I can't actually remember watching it because I was 4. But my first mainstay F1 game that I played all the time was Formula 1 on PS1, which depicted the 95 season. So these cars and driver names and liveries and whatnot are always, close to my heart, you could say.
Yannick, what do you reckon now? 2-stop or 3-stop strategy? 1-stop or 2-stop?
Well, if it's between 1 or 2, I'm probably gonna go 2.
Yeah.
Actually, still debating whether or not I should go for 3 stops, actually, but yeah, difficult to say, really.
So we have to get fuel for... So you are not using the maximum amount of fuel then per stint?
No.
Okay, so it's like...
That adds a lot of weight for a track that has a lot of quick direction changes with the chicanes and everything, and I don't think that's a good idea handling-wise for me.
So we're basically taking fuel for 22, 21 laps, and that, like, 3 times?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, this curb is so deadly here. The downhill braking zone with the double left-hander. It's the Variante Alta, right?
No, that's a chicane before. That's Rivazza 1 and 2.
Ah, yeah.
Which is a great spectator area, that hill on the inside. If you're ever going to Imola to watch anything, that's really good because you can see the cars in that downhill braking zone through both corners, and then for parts of the start-finish straight as well.
Yeah, and as you said, I think the way to drive these is super aggressive downshifts and then being very gentle on the throttle on corner exit, but if you're too aggressive with the downshifts, you can damage the gearbox over time, and so therefore we have to find a balance. So very much the endurance mindset that we often talked about here in NMU, but this time in a full-blown Formula 1 Grand Prix. That's quite nice.
Yeah, kinda. It's like towing the line of both, really, because when they reintroduced refueling, races very much turned into like 2 to 3 separate sprints, depending on how many stops you've made, basically. But between stops, you were just all out.
Oh,
which is why I kind of love that era very much.
The curbs
Probably
are...
another reason why I put a lot of pressure on myself, considering that I can't really coast, if you will, compared to maybe what we experienced a couple of weeks ago at Sebring, where you'd expect it to be a bit more, maybe not relaxed is probably not the right word, but I hope you know what I mean, right? It's not as balls to the wall as this is probably going to be because of the era we're referring to.
You guys want the driver names off? Yeah, I can check for that. I'm not sure if I can turn that off while I'm in the game. Show opponent names. Yeah, I turned them off. Okay, car's still going. Okay, I turned them off.
I'm gonna run out of fuel here.
For the maximum immersion. I mean, I could also turn off the HUD, but I think it's also nice for the stream kind of to have information of what's going on, how long the race is still, how much fuel we were using and such. So where we are, even position-wise. So I think I leave the HUD on so you can see the map and everything. If I would drive this on my own, I would probably turn everything off because I have my DDU and all of that. But
yeah, I would do too because I'm in VR.
I'll be right back.
All right. And HUD in VR is always weird, but there should be at least a minimum of info for you guys watching, so that's why it's on. So you can at least see how many laps we're still running. At least I guess you could see that, right?
Yeah.
Or did I not position that correctly?
This time I have this HUD element enabled. Yeah, you can map a button to that, but not gonna lie, I have most of my buttons mapped already, so, or maybe all of them.
Yeah, I need to position that, I think. Let me just pull over here real quick and move that a little bit. Oh, someone just really threw it into the barrier there.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I suppose it should be visible if it's down. Oh, not down there.
I mean, the car's quite friendly with low fuel amount.
Work.
But once you have the full tank, it's getting worse and worse. Can you even hear me still, Yannick? Yeah, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out how to position this HUD element so people can actually see position and number of laps. Because on the car's display, you will not be able to see that. That's of course not ideal. Let's just say.
Some people are so freaking fast in this. Oh shit!
They really are, yeah.
And you have to be so gentle on the throttle
Here.
and corner exit. Wow.
Yeah, that should be better. Okay. Yeah, you do. Because these things are obviously very nervous, very on the edge, as the name implies.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes in these things. Let me actually see.
Third person is Alexis. Maybe you saw a few videos of her on our channel. So especially those nostalgia, Formula One, history of Grand Prix and stuff and such. We have once a month a video from Alexis, and we're very happy that she joins us here for this Grand Prix.
Indeed.
But Alexis
yeah.
is also very much into AMS2, so I still have to learn a bit. Haven't been driving this to an extent, especially Formula One. This is not really my first choice. I'm more of a GT guy and rally guy, and you can tell by my driving, by my driving style. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not entirely familiar with the downshifting techniques and the super mild throttle application is something that you really have to learn and develop your muscle memory for. So yeah, it's something very different for me. I was also not playing the Formula One games to an extent in the last couple of years. So yeah, Formula One driving's not really my style in the last couple of years. So therefore, don't expect crazy results here. But I try to be somewhere around the top 10. That would be nice, but we'll see.
Yeah, top 6 should be the goal here, I think, because that's the points positions according to 1995 rules.
1 point for,
So-
for you, yeah.
I have returned, by the way, and I'm a bit calmer now. Again,
good.
apologies if I'm a bit much tonight. I'm just very much looking forward to this. I like these cars. I very much enjoy this track. As the practice session has ended with our colleague Edward Rocket in first, ahead of me, and apparently I've now become Canadian.
Why
according to
am
my screen?
I'm also Canadian, but you are German for me, so it seems like the...
Interesting.
Are you
You're
also...
both German for me, but I'm French. No, now I'm German again.
Okay, yeah.
Weird.
I assume quali isn't private, right?
Probably not. No.
Uh-oh. But why only 10 minutes? It was such a long race. Should have been 20 minutes, I think. No, but it seems like private to me.
Maybe people just haven't left the garage yet. I
Okay,
don't
and
know.
I have to focus now, so don't expect too much chatter from my end.
Not too much cheddar, as in cheese. Interesting.
Again, best of luck to you all. Let's hope we get through this safely.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, first lap is pretty much warming up the tires, but the tires get warm pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, they have tire blankets too, so that helps.
Okay.
So you start off at a pretty high temp already.
I still remember these white curbs here from watching Formula One in the 2000s.
Yep. The silver color too. That was
Yeah.
had that until I don't know 2004 or so. It was a bit of a trademark for the track.
So yeah, the track is the year 2001. The cars are 1995-ish.
Yep. But the layout was the same between 95 and I think 2006, technically speaking, because in 07 they renovated it, but only finished it in 08, I believe.
Ah, yeah, okay. So that's when they introduced the layout that we know from today, like also from the Ultimate and
Yeah.
such.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I don't love this chicane too much, to be honest. What's the start-finish straight? Why did they remove that? Was that too dangerous, or...?
Yeah, kinda. It was a double, like the before start finish. You mean, like in the modern version?
Yeah, no. Yeah, why did they delete that chicane?
Probably to make the track a bit, less tedious again, I guess, to give it back some more of its original flow and pace without actually sacrificing safety. Because you could do that there; it's not an issue, right? If you're flying into the Tamburello chicane, there's plenty of runoff these days, whereas there wasn't earlier, so that works.
Yeah, no, slow is not an option in these cars. They like to be driven fast and aggressive. But then on the same... Yeah, at the same time, throttle is very smooth, or has to be very smooth. So I damaged the aero slightly. That's not good, but I have to get done with it now.
Close.
3% rear damage should not be too bad, or?
No, that should be alright. I really love this full scent version of Variante Alta, like the chicane in the back half of the circuit, where you could just cut across the curb quite a lot.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It really is. Couldn't do that in the chicane before, like the layout until 94, because the curbs were too high, and I think in the modern version there are sausage curbs preventing you from doing that, so it's relatively slow compared to this one. Alright, that's a 29.8. I think that's as fast as I've ever gone in these cars around here.
Can downshift so aggressively. There's no downshift protection.
Wide through first Rivazza. Let's see. That hurts our overall lap time.
Cars seem to benefit from a slight layer of throttle all the time. These fast corners. Cost some time.
9.4, nice. Interestingly, that's a technique that was described as one that might have been mistaken for traction control in Michael Schumacher's driving style in '94, because Benetton had basically a blown diffuser, and so he tended to be on the throttle slightly during braking, a little bit, giving the car more more grip, basically. And in turn, it was, of course, a bit more settled when accelerating out of corners, right?
Yeah.
And that's a difficult technique to master in a time where left foot braking wasn't really all that common yet, because paddle shifters were relatively new still. Because remember, in these days, the exhaust pipes basically went out of the body of the car, yeah, in the middle of the diffuser, more or less.
Hey, it's not too bad.
What livery are you running, Michael?
A blue one.
Okay. So, no clue which spoof livery of a team that is, then?
It's a dark blue car. It's barely. It's just dark blue, flat dark blue.
Okay, so it's
And
probably.
we're both Ligiers. Lovely.
I was about to say,
Yeah, yeah. I have the same
they're
as
right-
Alexis.
If
Yeah,
there
then
were
that's
white
Ligier.
stripes on it, then it would be the Williams. But yeah,
Nope.
if it's just dark blue and you're in
Dark
the
blue,
B10,
yeah.
that's the Ligier. Do you want to be a Guru Suzuki or do you want to be Olivier Panis for tonight?
I'm
Or
Olivier.
maybe Martin Brundle?
He didn't race this afternoon. As far as I'm aware, he was in the commentary booth with Murray.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird arrangement between him and Suzuki in '95, because they basically shared the second Ligier. Some might say very dark blue Benetton, but oh well.
Ah, no. Gonna do one more, maybe.
More lap.
Yeah, one more focus lap after this, maybe. If you guys in the chat have
You
any
were
tips,
right, by the way, Alexis.
we still have a bit of time.
I haven't encountered a single other car, so it is indeed private quality.
Oh, really? You are only now noticing?
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to it anymore.
I saw that go on track. Because there are at least 20 people here, so... Okay, final lap.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna gain any time here. I have to pull an absolute rabbit out my non-existent hat and get half a second in the final sector. Not like this though.
But P8 is more than I expected.
Come on, is it gonna be pole? Is it gonna be pole? Is it gonna be pole? Yes!
Oh damn, nice!
Alexis with the pole position.
53 thousandths of a second ahead of Edward.
Nice.
Oh, my body's kind of contorting.
No!
Stress.
Yeah, I just
That is
realized...
close front.
Oh, my fuel ran out, okay. Yeah, I realized I just can't make up for years of experience within 2 days. That's just the reality of sim racing sometimes.
No way.
Uh,
We have a first racing club injury already.
what? Direct drive, or what was it?
No, it's just me kind of jumping out of my chair. Or not even jumping, it just kind of felt as though I did. And then suddenly everything in my body just contorted because I was so bloody tense. Dear. And according to AMS2, I'm still Canadian.
Oh, now.
So,
Well, that's a nice pole position, eh?
I have to change my my setup quickly. So 21 or 22 laps is 30 something liters. Basically 86 liters. So I save that quickly, and then I will also quickly change my strategy to the same basically.
Absolute strat.
68.
All right.
So we are also making a two. Yeah, I play it a bit safe.
I'm going 2-stop too. I mean, you can still adjust that on the fly.
Yeah,
Like Russ
absolutely.
Braun and Michael Schumacher used to do quite often, actually, back in the day.
Yeah, good luck, have fun, everyone. Also,
You too.
Kwai 20, so Kevin was showing up in the YouTube chat, so he's here in P3 currently. So they are all fighting for the glorious trophies here on Overtake GG Racing Club. I have 2 trophies so far from one of the early events. Yannick collected one as well, just last month in the special event in Sebring, yeah. Let's go, guys.
I guess there's no formation lap now, is there?
I don't think so. Not with standing starts. I don't think AMS2 has that capability.
Set up the right one. Yes, it's the right one.
Oh, this
All right.
tire looks so beefy.
Good luck, everybody.
Indeed.
Easy does
And
it.
most of all, enjoy. Have fun with this one.
I will try. Let's go, Ligier.
No heroics in Tamburello. Yes, you got that right, man.
That's very grim.
In my pit strategy, I should have aero repairs on Crimson. But now it's too late. But I should have it on. I disabled all of the mechanical and engine stuff, so they don't repair the engine.
That will take time.
Yeah, that's important.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Right, here we are on the grid.
I don't think I've ever practiced to start.
That's not so smart. Oh, good start. Great start. What a start here.
Ligier on the inside. All right.
That's me.
Yeah. That went well. All right. Nito.
Car's a heavy car now. Yeah, Yannick is rocking the Sundown Spirit sponsor here. Nice drink.
Oh, is that you behind me? All right.
Yeah, I had a great start. I won 2 positions just with a great clutch operation.
I might have been a bit naughty with Edward in terms of how I proceeded to defend, but
as long as Edward does not have scissor hands, it will be fine.
he shouldn't. I didn't block him or anything, but I just kind of squeezed him a little.
Wait, that's...
Man, I can keep up at least 1 lap. I just have to remind myself that we are in this version of the track. So
And Edward bumped into me, and we collided.
Oh no!
I was about to
And
just
now
drive.
We're both fighting on the main straight, and now
I can see that.
We can see you. We can see you, Alexis. You don't have to comment because I can see all of it totally fine. No, I think due to my muscle memory, I will sometimes tend to ignore the chicane before the start-finish straight. That's what I'm afraid of right now.
Somehow snuck my way into 3rd during all of this.
Yeah, I will stay a bit patient for now because I lost the car too often in the practice. I don't want to run into that too early.
Gotta keep calm. Kwai's kinda holding me up here. Or Quay, excuse me.
Yeah, Kevin. It's Kevin, our livery guy.
Hi, Kevin.
That's Snark, aka Michael Schumacher.
By the way, did you catch the trailer for the upcoming movie, The Kaiser?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Has this Senna vibe a little bit, yeah? Ooh. Ooh. Can you guys maybe wait for me?
Never.
We're losing so much time behind Quay. Thing is, I don't want to be too aggressive, seeing as it's a full-length Grand Prix, whereas in the sprint I might be more aggressive.
Yeah. Can just tell that it's very difficult to overtake here.
Hey, see, get it? Because let's just hope that Kevin makes a mistake and we can both pull through.
That would be appreciated, yes. Although I do still have Ed in my mirror somewhere.
At least I can still see you guys. That's the good news.
Slight tap by Ed too. That's not great.
So he's got one on both of us. Lovely.
Yeah, but he's not.
Oh, the fight for P1.
At least he did pull back a little bit there.
Oh my god, guys, this is so much fun.
Right?
Yes.
Full season win.
Yes. Oh, Ed is braking early.
Hello. Looks like a Ligier 1-2 followed by a McLaren, which would be outrageous in 95.
So either Ed is saving tires or he's braking very conservative.
He's on a one stop.
Or maybe, yeah. I mean, a one-stop is
You really
possible.
have to be so aware under braking here if you're following someone. Ooh, nice overtake.
So Alex has finally got Kevin. Henry, please don't turn off my PC now. No, 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 no. Oh, he dropped something from my desk. He dropped
Don't
my...
you have Cat Protect installed?
No. He dropped something from my desk.
Oh dear.
He's frustrated because he did not get dinner yet.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's Yvonne's job now.
Ah, I see.
Chris is also quite quick here.
He is, yeah. I think he practiced quite a bit from what I could
Yeah,
tell.
he definitely undersold his pace on Discord.
Yeah, because he's quicker than I. Yeah, Alexis is too quick. Look.
Yeah, now I'm stuck behind Kevin.
Just 1.5 to Chris, and I can still see you all. Are you using 4th gear here, Yannick? Yeah, right?
Where?
Where we just passed.
Usually I am, yeah, but not this lap. Because I had to slow down a bit more because I'm burying my car's nose in Kevin's gearbox here.
Yeah. Cut so much here.
Okay, now I have the way better exit. He chooses the inside for Rivazza.
We are all together again. Lol.
Of course.
Ah, Yannick. No. Okay, you are both quite slow now. My god.
AMS2 does not show me my lap times. Not appreciated.
Alright, that was intense, to say the least.
Oh.
Side by side for a couple corners there.
Oh, sorry, Ed, but I was hard on the edge to not lose the car, so I had to... But he was quite aggressive here on the left. Not giving any
Any
space.
formula edge, you're saying?
Ba-doom.
But Ed will be back probably.
Most likely, yeah.
And here on the exit, 3rd gear through the second part, or
Yeah, usually just for the extra traction, basically. And the gears are so short that it's not as much of a disadvantage, really, or much of a difference.
we are lapping the first cars even.
Looks like it, yeah.
Holy cow! Dude! But do you intend to change tires every stop, or maybe
Yeah,
carry...
of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Refueling takes longer than changing tires, so that's an easy call.
Ah! Well, almost ran into that car, and now Chris took my spot. Damn!
Yeah, these things get intense very quickly, I feel like. And it's only lap 8. Jeez.
Yeah.
Alright, and we're right behind Kevin again.
Whatever happened to Edward?
No, I had a little...
We went
I had a little
side
tap.
by side for a few corners. And
Yeah,
then
me too. When we were
He
side by
drove
side,
at an
he
angle.
didn't have any track left suddenly. I don't know how that happened, but he lost basically 2 or 3 seconds on track. But I got my instant karma with someone that I lapped that spun in the first corner basically, and then I had to back off. Lost my position to Chris for a second, but I got it back quite early after it happens. But now I'm basically 3 seconds off Yannick. My engine is already at 5%, but that's okay, right?
Yeah, that's normal. In F1 cars, it's not unusual to finish a full Grand Prix distance with engine wear at 30 or 40%. Jesus, brake a bit earlier next time. And that was very sarcastic. Very, very early there. Sorry chat, I just switched off HUD because some of these HUD elements were right in my mirrors. So it was a bit difficult to actually look in them. But there's a fair bit of distance to the car behind, so get some extra race info back up.
Yeah, F1 skin pack for the season shouldn't take too long. I think they're already on it, and some of us are already running first skins, if I heard that correctly. So yeah, it should happen fairly soon.
Fingers crossed, yeah, because usually they do these things for the whole season, so race by race changes and whatnot. It's pretty intricate, actually. But they managed to pull that off for the 2016 cars as well, pretty quickly, so... Yep. How talented these guys and gals are, there should be something hopefully fairly soon.
And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. On Twitch, we are happy about your follow. All the links to our Twitch live streams and such is also in the YouTube video description. So if you're watching on YouTube, also pay a visit to Yannick's Twitch POV and backwards. I think watching Yannick right now could be pretty spicy because he's in the direct fight just in front of us with Kevin. They seem to be on a very similar level, which is quite cool always. Yeah, but we cannot keep up really. I can only hope that
If you
guys...
ask me, I'm losing time right now.
Yeah?
But I can't find a way past.
I can only hope that you guys will have some more tire usage, some more fuel usage, but maybe not.
Maybe now. Side by side. To Variante Alta. Yeah, made it. Nice. Okay, finally. Now let's
that was a
pull
good
away,
one.
hopefully. Unless he's coming back for the inside here.
Saw a little bit of dust. Oh yeah, he's coming back at you. Wow. That costs a lot of time, guys. I'm back at you.
Yep, but here comes the over-under, I think.
You can continue like this for a while. That's
He's still there? No, he isn't.
very nice of you.
Awfully kind, I know. Tries the other side here. I won't give it to him. Alright, finally, let's actually build up some breathing space here.
It's incredible how much time it costs to fight in this Formula 1.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Kevin has some damage.
I don't know, maybe.
Or the one stop.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Or that. See, that's what makes overtakes and battles exciting, not DRS and charging batteries and stuff like that. Get out of here.
Tricky part is now I shouldn't fight Kevin because otherwise Yannick will be gone.
Oh, you do you. I'm just trying to check out here. No worries.
Yeah, it might be not very drivable in the controller. These cars.
That sounds like a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. No disrespect, Razor.
Oh!
Yeah, but the way you need to drive these things with like some slip angle and like tiny corrections, probably not a good idea to try that with controller. But if you can actually handle that and be quick, hats off. I know there's people out there who can.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, Alexis is gone. Can't even see her car anymore.
Completely gone. But somehow Kevin's car seems to be affected when someone is driving behind him. So I don't know.
It's very weird, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure that he's faster than I am. But as long as I'm in his slipstream, he seems to struggle a bit. Maybe it's the pressure that cracks him, I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, now he created a little bit of air. But it's also hard to drive these super consistently, like you guys do, like Alexis and Yannick. Maybe I can hit maybe like, yeah, 2 or 3%. Oh, this time Kevin had a bad exit. Maybe I can hit the 2 or 3% of your lap time, but not over time. I also got Kevin now, but who knows on what strategy he is.
That's gonna be the interesting one here. Which is very typical of the refueling era, because you never knew who was doing what. So it might have looked a bit boring on track sometimes, but the strategy battles were, on paper at least, pretty interesting. Not so much for the average viewer, but if you were really into it.
And if you had access to live timing.
True.
Yeah, you did not have phones with you, usually.
Nope. All you had were these absolutely glorious yellow squares with the huge-ass position numbers in them, and the slowly updated list of drivers and their gaps that you would get once a lap. That was a glorious TV graphics package, though.
Agreed.
Ooh. A totally not Simtech in the dirt here.
It's the only corner that I love.
It's ridiculous.
I think you can chill the most.
Spoilers, I'm not.
I honestly have no clue if I'm gaining or losing time to you, because I don't have a relative on my screen here.
You're slightly losing.
That's what I would have expected, honestly.
Because I'm start figuring shit out. No, not really. I just had a few good laps, but I also feel that I approach this zone where I push a little bit too much. And for example here, this chicane, you are way quicker. Like second half of the track, you are way quicker. First half of the track, I'm gaining a bit always.
Take it.
Let's compare. Oh, yeah, now I'm in the grass. Okay, now we are 3.1 seconds. Let's see that next lap.
losing time to my personal best in Sector 1. I think it might be because of the chicanes being the most full scent type chicanes on the track there, that you can tell that the tires are going off a little bit. Whoops, a little bit of a drift. Out of Variante Alta, something for the photographers. But on the other hand, you start noticing how you can brake later now, because the car is lighter.
Let's do 3.2. So, gain 1/10 of a second back.
Okay. Good to know.
Car's getting better and better. As it gets lighter, of course. There will be 25 liters left. This lap it's 2.7, so I gained 4/10, Yannick.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. Pure willpower.
Excuse me, willpower never drove.
That was my best lap indeed, 30.9.
Not bad.
Surf the curb. That did cost
Take
some
it,
time.
that's good news for me.
Yeah, that cost some time. That was too quick. Saved it. Somehow I'm missing René in these types of events.
Yeah, I think that would be a good addition too. On one hand, on the other, he's competitive as hell, so...
Will
Yeah,
you tell us tales of Live for Speed again?
yeah, 100%, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember Live for Speed back in the days. I was the first professional esports driver. He was indeed, I mean, it's not even made up. Somehow your car is getting bigger, Yannick. What's happened? I'm so distracted by this helicopter. So the thing is, in this Imola version, the pit lane is not too long. So you don't lose a ton of time there. Okay, 2.9. Okay, seems like we lost 4 cars so far, only 16 left.
But then again, not that uncommon for the mid-90s.
Something happened to Kevin though. He's dropped a lot of positions. So the next contender for the podium is then Ed again.
Someone got the braking point wrong, it seemed.
Yep, saw the smoke
At
screen.
least. That's gonna cost some time.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic coming now. Can't flash in these cars, can't you?
Nope.
Oh, please. Okay.
You can flash the rain light, but no one's gonna see that.
Where is Alexis? Alexis stopped already.
Yeah, did my first pit stop to avoid traffic.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
true.
smart.
Actually in P1. Interesting. Achievement unlocked. Lead a lap in the Grand Prix.
But the traffic is no concern, they are so friendly.
Yeah, luckily. They usually are in these racing club events. I can't think of one occasion during the Sebring event, for instance, where that was ever an issue. And there was plenty of traffic there.
saw that, Yannick. You crossed the yellow line.
Yep. Fuel
Okay.
tires. No water for me because I just dropped my bottle, whatever.
Mm.
And I stalled. Nice.
I got water. Come on. Won the position in the pit stop. Yes.
Bit too eager on the clutch. That's not how you do it.
Fresh tires. The car's heavy again. Okay, so apparently, Kevin stopped already.
Interesting.
Or did he? I don't know. Somehow he's...
Is that you right ahead of me here, or
Yeah,
is
I
it
am.
a different thing?
Yeah, it's me.
Alright.
And the car in front of us is the lapped car. Yeah, got a bad exit. You can pass on the right.
Alright. Or maybe not. Lapped car. Very decently made the space for us there.
So yeah, Ed is probably a bit...
Did Kevin already pit? Because he's right behind me.
Yeah, I don't know, actually.
Probably not then.
I'm struggling a bit to get back into the rhythm. The car changed so much. For my taste. No.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said.
I think that's P4, so that makes it Alexis and Kevin ahead of us, but who else?
Jim Ladd.
Edward. I
Ah.
suspect he's on a one stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
most likely.
That costs a lot of time. Because Formula 1 cars are not that fast in the gravel.
Who knew?
We're not even close to half distance as.
And as the great Murray Walker used to say, anything can happen in an F1 race or in a Grand Prix race, and it usually does.
Well, my idea for avoiding traffic went horribly wrong, considering I'm right back behind Kevin.
Damn.
Maybe Kevin is
And
my
I suspect
secret.
that Edward might have already won this race by being able to gap me through the pit stop. Like he came out at like 2 seconds ahead of me, so I might have lost this race by not anticipating Edward's one stop. Yeah, he's still 8 seconds ahead. He's probably going to pull a one stop and win. Also, Michael, I think your volume changed again.
Yeah, maybe. It's no, to be back. Yeah, it's horrible. Like force feedback intensive games seem to because my microphone arm is mounted to my rig, you know, and whenever I have high force feedback, it rattles loose my preamp on my microphone, and then it's not all the way in, and therefore disturbs the signal. Just the sheer force of the force feedback that causes these issues.
Ooh, that's a spinner in the wall. I think a lap car though, yeah.
Better a spinner in the wall than a spinner on the wall.
Depends if you have many Mücken in your home.
And the helicopter has its own lap.
Yeah.
But Kevin is also on the one-stop strategy, it seems then.
Yeah, but I don't think this is over yet, because of course right now they're very light, probably. So they will be a slight bit faster. So once they stopped, you should be able to pull some time back in compared to them. So
Let's hope.
That's our only hope.
Because right now I feel like for me P3 is also not out of range.
I do wonder whether they picked hards or softs. I'd be very curious to hear.
yeah, that's a good question. For a one-stopper, hards might actually make more sense, I guess. Because I could tell at the end of my first stint here that despite the car being very light and everything, yeah, there was just less grip overall, quite a bit.
And let's not forget, gearbox might still come into play, brake failure might still come into play somewhat, so stick around, folks!
He's gonna be good. Yeah, you never know what happens when you try and lap somebody. That's what happened to me in my 97 single-player season that I started for fun. I was leading by miles, and then Damon Hill was in Variante Alta, and figured he'd just stick it down the inside there, and that was that. Punted me off, I stalled, and that's it.
Funnily enough, I'm losing a bit of time to Kevin, but we're gaining on Edward.
That's good. I have some sweat in my right eye. That's not great. Just VR things.
No, I don't get the chat. Kevin, Sven, hey. That's not a quality lap every lap for me, no. I try to manage the car. As you can see, I mean, I have 1% on the brakes, 18% on the engine, yes, but when is the risk of blowing the engine? At what percent?
I think that rises at like 50 significantly.
Okay, yeah, then I should be fine.
Oh, you're
Gearbox
really,
is 0, by the way.
That's good. I think it's usually more like engine wear too, so.
I'm still quite bad at managing this heavier car. I think once it approaches the 50 liter mark, I'm getting more confident again, but until then I'm really trying to survive more than anything else.
Edward's in the pits. Let's go. Push.
So he's not on a one-stop.
That was me kind of talking to me, by the way. Please don't take that literally.
I think he might be out already. Because I didn't gain a position. I just ran down the main straight, but I think I can see a yellow and blue, totally not 40 Ford-inspired car in the distance
Like
there.
he's in third
It's not
right
29
now.
though. It could very much be a one stop, but I do agree it would be a very short stop for a one stop, wouldn't it?
probably. Maybe it is a very long first stint and then very short 2 further ones. I don't know. Or shorter.
Yeah, it sounds very good. Like V10 is beautiful.
No question.
And I think also the sound is different from the later 2000s V10s.
It is, yeah.
They sound a bit more mechanical, a bit more raw. The modern ones are a bit more clean, I feel like.
Yeah, kinda. Also, these didn't rev as high, obviously. Remember, it was also the first year that they used 3-liter V10s instead of 3.5s as the year before. So they were
Yannick knows all the numbers.
kinda new.
My arms will hurt so much after this. Yeah, the car is getting back to where I feel comfortable now.
We're down to 15.
Yeah.
Again, quite on brand from 1995.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, Sven. I mean, we all sometimes have real life.
Well, occasionally, very rarely.
Yannick has the most real life of all people that I know. Constantly at concerts.
Yeah. All the time. At the very same time, hockey practice, you know how it goes. Close to some more back markers here. Fingers crossed this isn't going to be an issue.
Potential lap 120. I don't think so.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, but this is certainly one of the coolest events ever. I mean, I said that already with the GT1 Beats LMP event last time, but no, it's also quite nice. But outside of testing the new PXN wheel, I had an absolute RTS weekend.
RTS?
Yeah, I installed, after watching the Vololo event in London, so the Age of Empires tournament, I reinstalled...
no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I reinstalled Age of Empires 2.
Nice.
And I played also Battle for Middle-earth and Warcraft 3, so I played 3 of my favorite RTS games from my childhood. They are all so good.
I don't know, strategy games and I never clicked. I always thought they were super cool, but I was really never any good in them.
Oh, a lot of traffic now. Yannick, you are doing this in VR, right?
I am, yes.
Oh my goodness me. I would have been dead at this point.
Yeah, I spoiled Formula cars for myself, at least on monitors, forever by trying VR, I think.
I'm covered in water already. Without a headset. Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm sweaty as hell. Better believe that. It's part of the simulation, really. Alright, we're more or less past the halfway mark.
Oh my god.
Which is, you can say that with an uneven number of laps, but
Traffic is killing me, kinda. Completely breaks my concentration. Ah, shit. Now I dropped big time. Goodbye, podium for now. Ah.
Kevin's in the pits. I repeat, Kevin's in the pits.
hello.
What does that mean
I
now?
suspect
That,
it's...
that should be a true one-stopper then.
Yes, definitely one stop for Kevin.
Wow.
And I am past him, so that's good. Pretty sure I'm closing in on Ed as well.
You passed him before he stopped?
Kevin, no, while he was in the pits.
And where is he? Ah, he's in front of me. Interesting.
Oh, looks like someone else dropped. 14 cars left.
And I dropped so much now. Means Kevin now has a pretty heavy car.
Most likely. A very interesting find, by the way. You know how these cars do get dirtier over time in AMS2? Apparently that applies to the steering wheel as well.
Yeah, true. My steering wheel is also killed in dust. Nice detail.
I never realized that before. That is kind of cool.
Oof.
Wide.
Thank you. So yeah, will be interesting with Kelly still. Kelly also quite close. Desperately need to catch up to Kevin.
I have a hunch that Ed might actually be on a two-stop strategy, just with a very long first stint.
Does your gearbox have any
Judging-
damage?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have the HUD element for that.
Mine does, and I'm a bit worried about it, but gotta ride or die, it seems.
So you are doing really super aggressive downshifts then probably, because mine is at 0%, and I just thought like maybe I should try a bit to be a bit more aggressive. Oh, and the moment I tried that, I almost spun. Wow. I will not experiment now in this position. It costs a second minimum. So either Kevin changed his strategy or he found some pace. Because I can't get close to him. Maybe he also has this like sprint towards the middle and then two longer stints, don't know.
Yep, Edwards is closing in on me.
Yeah, and there's no way that's a one-stop strategy.
Look at the racing club guys, they are so good in respecting the blue flags. Kevin is closing in on you, right?
I don't know. I have the relative open, but I don't have anyone particularly close right now.
Yeah, he's just behind you. He's
Just behind you. It's a small dot in my mirror, really.
Yeah, but he was not as close a few minutes before.
Maybe, yeah, but not like noticeable. Now that you mention it, I saw him. Yeah, but
He's basically 1.5 seconds behind you.
yeah, 1.5 seconds is quite a lot in distance here, it seems.
Yes. Yeah, I mean the rearview mirror is Shows the cars like really small.
There's not that much time left until I need to come in again anyway. So let's see how this develops until then.
Oh, Alexis in the pits. Final stop.
Yes. Yes, I tried to annoy Edward there a little. Hopefully that wasn't too naughty of me. Like I didn't crisscross or anything. Just tried to slow down a little. Maybe in the hopes of Yannick being able to catch up. Not sure whether it worked.
I'm not sure either. Not
And
yet,
I came
anyway.
out right ahead of Kevin. This is gonna be spicy. I think it's Kevin.
It's me. My microphone was off again. You came out just in front of me, Alexis, so don't worry.
Oh, alright. Alright.
So you will
You
create a gap in no
12.
time. You were quite lucky with that. Because if you would have been stuck behind me, it would have cost you some time.
Yeah.
You're then slower. Who's that? Oh shit.
You didn't hit me, no worries.
No shit, man. I don't know why I'm so distracted by cars. That's not good as a race driver, getting distracted by cars. Completely killed my front left. Yeah. Smoked my tires now. Shit. When did Razer implement this R-factor effect?
might have been version 1.6 when they introduced the visual flat spots as well.
Is that smoke? That's not you, Alexis, right?
Nope, that's a back marker.
And now he's closing in rapidly. Also not a good spot to try and overtake. Man. Alright, Kevin's passed me.
Meanwhile, I lost 20 seconds to Yannick.
Alright,
It's
cool.
last stint, so I'm no threat anymore. But I can't really tell how the podium will look like. I have no idea.
Yeah, very difficult to say right now. Very.
I'd be inclined to say that if Edward has to pit again, Kevin's gonna win if Kevin's tires don't drop off horrendously by the end.
Okay, a quick drink. Yeah, wow. Okay. I had no idea the tires would be so bad. Somehow my fuel calculations in the in-game calculator were completely off. I'm using way less fuel than expected.
Yeah, I think I am as well. Oh, dude, what are you doing? I had no clue there whether or not he wanted to go into the pits or not. He braked super early and then he seemed to turn into the chicane. Damn. Sorry, Kevin.
You crashed?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm still running, but I think Kevin spun as a result. I don't know. That looked very, very odd to me.
Maybe the cat stepped on his pedals.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked... I mean, I took evasive action basically to kind of cut across the chicane there to hopefully avoid him, but he slightly touched. I'm very much looking forward to the replay there, because that looked like an odd one.
So he did not went to the pits then?
I don't know.
Seems not.
Weird one, for sure.
And next week is Le Mans Ultimate Barcelona, right? We are kicking off a little ELMS season.
Yeah, on Wednesday actually.
Nice. Oh, I'm not decided yet
And-
if I should choose LMP2 or GT3.
I'm not even sure if I can make it, unfortunately. We do have the AC Evo Racing Club on Tuesday too, because that's one I'm gonna be in for sure.
Maybe there will be a fight between me and Kelly. Can't avoid any more mistakes. Afford, not avoid. can't avoid any mistakes is maybe also true. I just feel like it drains on my concentration. So Yannick, you've also done your final stop.
I have, yeah. Currently in P4. Behind Alexis and Kevin, so Kevin's still running, that's good.
Yeah, I think Alexis is also done with pits.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we are all then, probably. Or maybe
Should
Kevin.
be good to go to the end here, yeah. Probably carrying a bit too much fuel, but
Yeah,
oh
me
well.
too. I mean, I stopped even 2 laps before you, but yeah, better safe than the other way around.
Yeah.
Are you using rich mix or normal mix?
Just the full blast thing. Because AMS2 models that a bit weirdly, I think. In that it takes like throttle out of the...
Edwards in the pits, sorry.
Yeah. I think it models that by taking throttle out, basically, which is, yeah, costing you more than it should, I believe. So I've never really touched engine mode here. If I had to save fuel, it was always lift and coast and stuff like that.
You don't have Barca. Yeah, Barca is part of the ELMS Pack 3 DLC, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, usually we try to avoid DLCs and stuff, but sometimes if you want to run a certain specific thing, like ELMS, yeah, people need
And
the
it has to,
DLC.
at least track-wise, yeah.
Oh, I see a flat spot on my left tire.
Yeah, I still have one as well. I think that didn't reset during pit stop because I did lock up when coming in for my first pit stop, and I'm pretty sure it's from that, even though I got new tires.
I mean, that I'm still in the same lap as the leaders makes me kind of proud.
It's something. Considering that Michael Schumacher won the 95 Brazilian Grand Prix and lapped every car that finished, so
Yeah, what a man, a beast.
absolute mad lad. I think something similar happened at Adelaide 95. I'm pretty sure Damon Hill lapped everyone but the second place finisher. Or maybe even that. I'm not quite sure, but that was...
Adelaide 95, he lapped everybody twice.
There you go.
Twice!
Yeah, there was a big attrition race too, but still, that's... Regardless, that's very impressive, I'd say. Like, I think it was Gianni Morbidelli in the footwork who came third, I believe. So that
Yep,
probably
Hannah's
tells
second
you.
in his Ligier.
Yeah, that tells you all you need to know about the attrition of that race. Because these guys were more or less nowhere the rest of the season. More in the footwork's case, less in Pane's case.
But huge respect, guys. I'm not an unfit person. Like I'm also pretty trained. I'm running a lot and stuff and long distances. But not gonna lie, this is draining a lot. But maybe also because my arms are not my prior focus of training, and this requires a lot of forces and steering, like with your arms. And I feel like
I
that
remember
is-
the last time I properly trained arms, to be
Yeah.
honest. But
Yeah, so... Don't know how much force feedback Alexis is running. But I'm basically
Yeah,
at.
I am running the very small round wheel, so it's yeah, that doesn't help with forces. Let's just say.
To be fair, in my case, I'm running a T300, so it's not as intense anyway in terms of force feedback I'm confronted with.
That's
to be
really
honest.
nice. What pedals are you running, Alexis?
I'll be right back. I need to kind of get through sector 1 unscathed. Give me 2 seconds.
TCLM?
No, the TP 8A, I believe it is. They
Ah,
come
yeah.
with the Alcantara pack.
Yeah. I had them as well. Yeah, I remember those.
Sorry, I just needed a second because I'm still trying to push, even though it's pretty much in vain. I'm not catching either of the 2 people ahead of me, but I might as well try.
Yeah, no, the way I drive, I would say it's, you could call it sport. Because I'm running a 70 kilo brake at least. Which is not crazy, I mean, that's not the hard part, but having constant, I don't know, 11, 12 Newton meters with the peaks on the curbs and such, I just feel my arms so hard now. Jano Opmer
It's
would
usually
laugh
the
at me.
forearms for me.
Yeah.
Forearms and wrists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a proper workout.
It is an exercise in concentration, that's for sure.
Yeah. Like the
Because
whole,
Imola in this configuration is just rapid fire.
it is.
There's
no
something
time to
happening
rest.
all the time.
Yeah, my body is in this memory repeat mode already. So somehow my hands and arms are driving
Kevin's
away.
in the pits. Sorry,
ooh,
Kevin's in the
hello.
pits.
Oh, nice, that's good. It's too far away. The pit stops are quite short in this.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's out already.
Yeah, he's out already.
Because I didn't gain a position, and there's a blue car ahead of me, which is probably him.
Yeah, I see you all on the minimap. You are all close together. Alexis, you and Kevin. I wonder if Ad still has to pit.
No, he
Probably.
doesn't.
No,
He
right?
doesn't.
Doesn't? Okay. Interesting.
He already pitted after me, so he doesn't need to pit. Unless he's going for a strategy which I don't really understand. I mean, he's faster than me, yes, but I can't imagine him needing to pit again. I just can't. I will say though, Yannick, I think you kind of had a hunch with the 3-stop. That I'm not sure whether it would work for us, but I think it would have been an interesting idea looking back.
Yeah, for sure. I think, like in retrospect, for me personally, I think the saved weight wouldn't be enough of a gain to offset the extra pit stop, really. But for the really fast guys, looks like that might have been the way to go.
I think I had the right strategy for my skill level and driving and pace.
Yeah.
Also, I completely destroyed one of my tires in my second stint, so yeah, it was the right call either way.
Ooh, looks like there's a battle unfolding.
Oh yes,
Ahead.
you are all together kinda.
I'm a bit further back, but I can see the two totally not Ligiers going at it right now.
Yeah, I can see it just on the mini-map that all your dots are kind of together.
You're not getting by me around Piratella, my man. I will concede defeat when it's time, but not around bloody Piratella.
Be advised, he isn't afraid of trying it through Variante Alta here. That's where he overtook me last time.
Nope, you're not going through. No. I will not accept this. I'm being feisty tonight, I know, and I feel terribly sorry, but with 11 laps to go.
I was about to say, that's reasonable.
Yeah, it fits the theme as well. Like, it's a little bit of role-playing, so...
Now I'm right behind, by the way.
Yeah, I said this earlier, fighting in this class is taking a lot of time. Like, it's costing a lot of time.
It is, yeah. Oh dear! They've taken each other off.
Oh no.
Stage exit right.
Was that on me? Was that...
Don't know, to be honest.
Was that on me? Oh dear. I'm gonna let Kevin through. I'm gonna let Kevin through, just in case. Just gonna wait.
Looking
Just
kind
gonna
of
wait.
towards the left where the chicane is, and then just saw that you guys made contact, so no clue, honestly.
The wheels interlocked, so it was kind of like Weber Vettel 2010. I'd assume I stayed straight, right? But
yeah, sometimes you can't quite tell.
I need to watch the replay of that. Yeah, I just feel terribly sorry. See, tonight I feel like I'm not quite, like pace-wise, I'm where I should be, right? I feel more comfortable in this car than I have in many other cars. But in terms of attitude, I feel as though I'm not coping with it particularly well under pressure. I was blocking Edward earlier a little. Like, I wasn't leaving or anything, but I was just trying to slow down into the apex and trying to accelerate early so he doesn't come by me and whatnot, right? Trying to do little tricks like that. But I feel like because I'm not used to this, like this might legitimately be the very first pole position I've ever scored in online sim racing. I'm not kidding. I'm not quite sure how to handle these situations realistically. Like if we were fighting for like P4, P5, P6, like without even a hunch of a podium, this would be way more comfortable. Like none of this would have happened. But yeah, this is quite the experience. But then again, it's stories like these why I adore Grand Prix racing in the first place. 307-ish kilometers, 60, 70 laps around some of the most challenging tracks in the world, or at least that's how it used to be. And this is the kind of challenge I'm seeking in sim racing.
Yeah.
Not to go too pseudo-philosophical or anything, but whenever I see people do loads of sprint racing online, I get it, right? Time is tight.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a life. You know, some people spend their time going to concerts or doing hockey training or what have you. You know, not sure whom I could be referring to.
No idea about that, honestly.
But it's this type of racing, which isn't quite endurance, but long enough for you to make mistakes and for fatigue to kick in, as you referred to with the force feedback and whatnot. This is what I seek. This is what motivates me. This is what this is what sparks my curiosity in sim racing, more so than many other things. And in a way, I'm glad to be able to make mistakes in such an environment because I don't get to, usually. Which is why I'd love to see a repeat of this, maybe at another circuit at some point in the future,
Yeah,
because
100%.
I'd say so far this event has been a huge success for all of us, really. And a huge success for Reza, I'd say, because what they've done strategically as the laps are kind of winding down and everything settles down a bit, is that they've managed to slowly but surely carve out a gap in the market for themselves, which for quite a few years I felt they didn't quite manage to nail between AMS1 and AMS2.
Yannick was always playing this.
Not always, but I have been for quite a few years now, yes. Initially, I actually returned the game because I didn't like the handling and everything, but the content drew me back in like half a year later or so. and by then they had made enough of a step forward that I actually enjoyed it quite a lot.
Yeah, and it's the thing with their renewed emphasis on Grand Prix racing, even though they can't quite refer to it, and we've had quite a few discussions on the forums with regards to how these classes are named. Well, I'd rather have them name it something ridiculous or something not quite apropos like Formula Edge, rather than them getting a lawsuit in the mail. So I'm more than happy to just accept that, because this is something that I feel has been missing in sim racing. And Yannick, I think we've had discussions like these in the past. Like, what's the role of Formula One? What's the role of monoposto Grand Prix racing and sim racing? And I feel Reza right now are the closest to kind of taking that subject, and rather than just going, here's one car you might remember from your childhood. You know, they're trying to build something cohesive, and it's not perfect. It's not where I would like for it to be, but it's a race like tonight that kind of, again, reignites my interest in this hobby, I'd say. Again, it might sound pseudo-philosopher BS type, but again, that's just how I perceive it, as, again, the laps are winding down around the Autodromo Enzo Pedino Ferrari. Again, I very much hope that we get to repeat this in the future, maybe with a more sensible outcome for me and for Kevin.
Yeah, no, I totally get it though. Because as anyone who's been on OverTake over the past, I don't know, 4 years or so by now, or race department back then, will know that historic Formula One is just my jam.
Yeah, I remember there was a little YouTuber group in like 2012, 13, around that time when I started, and they were doing, it was called the Untruxo. Like, that was the name of the guy.
Yes, I do remember that.
You remember, yeah?
As well.
Yeah. And they were
they
were doing historic race in our factor, and they were completely role-playing the shit out of it. Like, they were all jumping into real teams, and really they even had briefings and such where they acted like they are Heinz-Harald Frentzen and such. So it was hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a mix of what you described, Alexis, for me. That and just, you know, giving little Yannick what he was dreaming of at the time, like jumping into an F1 car, which I'm not actually doing, but I'm kind of close to it in VR and 3D and whatnot here on the tracks that I grew up watching. Like the way they looked back then, that's just so cool. I remember as a kid, I was always dreaming of a game that had every F1 season ever in it. And obviously there is an F1 Challenge mod, which I guess does that, but it's F1 Challenge, it's super old and it has its limitations.
Just for reference, it's called F1 Challenge VB.
Yep,
it is very impressive, but rather difficult to install. It's like 100 gigabytes, I believe. And as you said, F1 Challenge, as much as I adore it, and we've talked about it on the channel before, one of our most successful videos in 2025, actually, I believe. It has aged. It has its flaws, so I can see why that might not be what you would have dreamt of as a kid, ideally.
Yeah, not quite, but I mean, this isn't complete by any means. We have just a few cars or a handful of cars per class, if that. We don't have all the tracks, but we have a good enough representation for pretty much all the eras that are there. So AMS2 really is the closest that you can get to this dream of mine these days without having to hunt down 50 million mods, because everything's right here except for the skin packs, which, you know, we have on OverTake and they're super easy to install, luckily. So yeah, that's why I really enjoy this, and I think Reza are the same. I've had multiple chats with Renato, of course, over the years, and yeah, he and I were kind of going off track, literally, no, not literally, figuratively, quite often regarding historic F1 stuff. So yeah, I think that's close to the studio's heart as well. So I get it.
Yeah, you can feel the enthusiasm, like the love for detail and for. Yeah, like same with Kunos, if you see how they model cars and such.
Yeah, it's impressive. Which, yeah, I only did a few laps so far. for screenshots for the article on Tuesday's AC Evo Club event. But the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTAM, I don't know how to pronounce these in Italian. That car looks so nice, and it drives very, very well too. It's just a testament, you know, kind of like the Supernova guys do with the rally cars, right? How much these guys actually love cars and automotive history and stuff like that. And that's super cool to see.
Well, Alexis, it looks like no trophy for us this time.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure whether my pace just wasn't there, because again, I'm very hard on the tires, and I do wonder whether the very aggressive 3-stop might have actually served me well, because I'm not saying that I have pace in this car, because I feel like I don't, but compared to most other things I drive in sim racing, this is going pretty okay in terms of pace. I do wonder whether it would have served me well to either just go use hards, 1-stop, just relax, just do your thing, kind of, you know, chill out for 60 laps or so, or just go flat out 3-stop and not worry about the tires too much. Because the problem with the 2-stop, the way we've done it, I find is not just traffic, because traffic has been, as you've said, yeah. They've been very polite, they've been very, very friendly and very forthcoming. But at the same time, I do feel that with these cars, and this is why I'm looking forward to like another race maybe around, say, Interlagos, for instance. I'd be very curious to see like how we within the Overtake Racing Club kind of develop strategies, and how the meta, if you will, of this car kind of evolves. Because another thing that I adore about this era of Formula One, and it's something that they can't bring back, and if they tried, they'd probably get roasted left, right, and center, is that everything was rather unpredictable, because the teams themselves were still trying to figure out the identity of what refueling era Formula One was going to be in terms of strategy. Like, when do you use a 1-stop? When do you use a 2-stop? When should you use a 3-stop? Which drivers are going to be eligible for that? Because I do remember it would have been the AIDA race in '95, and I think this was referenced on Bring Back V10s some time ago, where David Coulthard was running in the lead, and Martin Brundle was in the commentary booth with you know, good old Murray Walker. And I think Martin Brundle, because he's an incredibly smart cookie, who's able to read races and has been able to read races for a long period of time, essentially went out on a limb and said, "Look, David, you're losing this race. You're not fast enough. You should wake up and get out of your rear end, basically." And turns out he lost the race because I think his second or third stint just wasn't aggressive enough compared to Michael Schumacher, who essentially perfected that type of racing in Formula One, as we'd later see with his his ridiculous 4-stop around Manicourt in 2004. So I'd love to see how that kind of develops, both within AMS2 in general and within the Overtake Racing Club, which is, again, why I adore Grand Prix length races, because that's what you need for these types of strategies to play out, I find, to truly play out.
Absolutely, yeah. That was the beauty of many a league I've hosted, actually. Not quite realistic, but at the time the 91 cars didn't have, or the V10 car of that class, didn't have a big enough fuel tank to last the whole race, so we ran with refueling, even though that wasn't the case in 91. And that actually spiced things up quite a bit, because we've had a few who opted for the V12, which was thirsty and very fast, on the straights anyway. The V10, the kind of intermediate, and then I was there, the only idiot in the Benetton, the V8. But it felt so good to pull off a 2-stopper at Silverstone, for instance, and win, whereas everyone else went for the 1-stopper. You know, just to drive that, to drive open that gap to make it happen was so cool.
Yeah. We just have to ensure how we make sure. Once the skin pack is out, we just have to make sure that we somehow ensure that all the cars being used.
Yeah, that would be good.
Well, I think that Edward, who's in the lead right now, and I suspect he's gonna win the race comfortably. I think he noted in the discussion or in the race discussion that the cars are well balanced actually in terms of pace. So I think it shouldn't be too difficult to find a balance with regards to who's picking which car. I think the only problem might be that there are only 4 V12 cars right now.
In this class?
Yeah.
You mean? There's 3. You have a V12, a V8, and a V10.
No, like I think there are only 4 slots for the V12.
Oh yeah,
part.
true. Yeah. Correct. No, go Auto, get out of the way, please, go. Jeez. That costs a lot of time, and here comes Kevin. Oh, of course. Because of a lap.
Here comes Kevin.
Yeah, actually, he's holding back, but I didn't get through the chicane all that cleanly. So this is gonna turn out to be exciting.
Last lap fight for P2.
Not quite sure if it's even last lap right now. Or
Yeah,
penultimate.
You're about to enter a lap 63.
That's what I was thinking.
Alexis and I would be pretty happy if you can both just crash.
Yeah, naturally. Don't think you can send it down the inside here.
Thank you for subscribing, my boys and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
But here at OverTake,
no,
it's
Yannick, no. No.
here at OverTake, it's
Probably can't say that one here.
97% male. So that's what the YouTube statistics say, at least, or even more. I think 89 or something. 98.
Final lap of the race, I think, for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm so done for.
Edward's already on the straight. He's about to finish the race. I can see it on the map.
Ooh, that's not great.
As
Yeah.
Edward Rocket is...
Damn, that's getting close.
He's through, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Race complete.
Kevin!
So
Slight-
Edward Rocket has
slight
won
push here.
not the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Kevin is pretty aggressive, right?
He is, yeah.
But that's okay.
Kind of half pushed me onto the grass for P2, but there we go.
Kevin is allowed
I made
to.
that happen. Yeah, I made that happen myself because I was slightly late on the brakes into Variante Alta there. Probably because of some brake fade, I guess. Felt like it a little bit. Woo! But yeah, that's an exciting battle. So we're right down to the wire there. God damn.
Final chicane, second gear, curb 1, curb 2. Oh, what could have been. Race over, P4.
Damage, like, by the
This
way,
is...
43% engine wear, by the way. So
I'm not
if
sure
you were
whether
wondering.
it's engine or gearbox for me. It just has, it does look like a gearbox on my screen, and it just says 62, and it's blood red.
Yeah, that's not good.
I am
If
not
it-
miles away. I'm so happy. 5th place.
Are you? Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it should be the engine. It looks like a gearbox with like 2
Yeah.
Oh, save replay.
cogs. Oh yeah, definitely. Where's my cursor at? There we go.
Oh,
Also make
1
sure to
hour,
screenshot.
36 minutes. Wow, that was long.
Screenshot that for the win.
Jim
Congrats.
Lad did a bloody 3-stop strategy.
Oh,
What an absolute mad lad.
yeah. Absolute mad lad.
So you did indeed have a hunch, Yannick. You did indeed have a
Yeah,
hunch.
looks like it. I should listen to my hunches.
Ooh.
Also, shout out to Kevin for putting hards on accidentally. That explains the pace, though, doesn't it? And why
Yeah.
maybe Kevin was able to stretch it, because of course if you're on the hards,
Yeah. Wow, that was really good.
And here we are then. Damn. Yep. There you go. Let me pull off the VR headset here real quick.
Yeah,
Hello, sweaty.
I'm more than happy with this result.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I am pretty annoyed with myself to an extent. But then again, you live and learn. If anything, I want again. I said it before. I said it again. I want a repeat, or more precisely, a sequel of this, both from an egotistical point of view to be able to improve and to be able to learn, but also because again, this is the type of racing I want to see on Automobilista 2, and it seems as though I'm not alone with that perception or with that opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really good. That was a lot of fun. Like especially during the battles and the first half of the race for me was the most exciting when I had some competition still on track. But then again, like the consistency, was my little. Otherwise, I would have been with Yannick then, because until the first stop, I was with Yannick pretty much. And after the stop, even in front of him, and then I kind of fall apart, just because I'm not used to this type of racing so much, and I really just my concentration dropped so hard, like under the constant tension and stuff. So
yeah, that's the difficulty here, really.
Tough, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna reboot AMS2 in monitor mode now, so we can look at some replay stuff here, because in VR it always looks not great.
Yeah, I might also just quickly rewatch the start. That would be interesting.
Rocket Michael during the start.
Oh yeah, my start was really good. Like, got 2 positions immediately.
Okay. I'm gonna watch the replay of the start on stream, Micha. Like I already closed AMS2, so I'm very curious to see how that went.
Like, but what happened to the guy that has the world record? By the way, he was also in the race for Lennox.
I have
no idea, to be honest. I think wasn't that a thing in the forum thread, and he was signed up for the Macau race at the same time tonight.
Oh.
Something like that.
Okay, here's the start.
Side note, that grid looks awesome.
Sure does. It sounds cool too, the whole mix of different engines.
There was really crashes. Cool.
Oh, alright. I'm still loading in.
I gotta...
Right, but here we are. Oh yeah, that grid looks awesome. And it will look even awesomer once we have proper liveries and everything. Alright, that looks
kind of reminds me of when I think in the latest video I made or I edited. I think I called the N64 tracks Square E, and there was one individual in the comments who complained that I wasn't able to use the word angular.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was. So... yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Maybe I'll watch a little bit more from the back. Yeah, here's maybe good. Maybe I just start again.
Yeah, just really quickly need to log back into the Twitch on the phone so I can actually check out chat, because I don't have it on screen here right now.
Could you do me a favor, either one of you, and send me the replay after, because I'm not sure whether it's saved the replay for me.
Oh my god.
I can try, yeah. Pretty sure it's going to be a huge file, so we have to see how we can make that happen.
Can you not just import, I'd assume that the replay would be saved in the AMS2 directory somewhere, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it is, but I think because of the whole real track or live track or whatever they call it, forgot.
What a wild start, man. There were like 46 cars in the gravel.
Also, before I forget, somebody who raced with us tonight, which sadly I couldn't really get into, is a good colleague of mine, Robin, the sim racing time machine. I think he finished somewhere in the top 10, so kudos to him. I invited him to race with us because he's very much similar to me and Yannick, very much into old school Formula 1. Sadly, I couldn't really get into it because, again, I was just very nervous and all over the place tonight. But yeah, shout out to him. Hope he had a lovely time. This commercial was not paid for. It was paid for by the graciousness of my heart.
Oh, Kevin, there you go. That explains a lot. Kevin was on hard tires for the first stint by accident.
Yep. Yes. which kind of led us all down the route of it being a one-stop. Though I do wonder, I'm not sure whether Kevin is still with us or not, but is that why Kevin was able to like stretch it, or was the first stint always going to be as long as it was? Because it was a very long first stint.
He is in Twitch chat, so hi Kevin. Hi Kevin.
Hi Kevin.
Yeah, what happened in the last chicane? You were 2 seconds behind me and suddenly you were in my rear. That's what I'm trying to find out. I really need to just fast forward to lap 43, I think it was, to check that, because it felt to me like on my end you braked a lot earlier than the laps before, so I tried to kind of avoid you and go cut the chicane kind of, and we still touched. But without having seen the replay, I also wouldn't rule out a lapse in concentration and just having braked a bit later than I should have. So yeah, let's see. Either way, there was nothing intentional about it. So yeah, good to see that it still worked out for you in the end with the podium.
Who was running that? Yeah, that was Snark. This is the actual Michael Schumacher livery? I don't know. But Schumi in 95 had a blue car, right?
Yes, yeah, he was in the Benetton still.
Beautiful car.
Yes, absolutely. Which was the first thing I thought of when they introduced these 2 extra models. But they're not quite just the Benetton. The rear end is more the Williams, really, which is an interesting mashup, if you ask me. But the V10 in particular, the nose section of that is very Benetton. Yes.
Probably another way of being able to avoid a lawsuit. You know, if you can't quite put it in either category.
Yeah, and I know there are people who don't like it that way, who would want like all 13 different car models with all the details on the grid here. But to me,
like that would be awesome.
I would love that too. But on the other hand, does it really matter if, you know, this car has the Benetton-shaped side pods or not? If you're going 300 kph battling side by side, not really, if you ask me. Don't get me wrong, it would be awesome to have that, but you know, it's the next best thing.
I think it just boils down to resource, doesn't it? Like if they were making a dedicated Formula 1 sim, which funnily enough, I think some people have already pitched that, you know, depending on whatever happens with Codemasters, that maybe, just maybe, that could be something rather interesting. Like if that were the case, then yeah, I'd probably demand more in terms of models. But considering this is quote unquote just another class as part of a bigger, you know, sim environment or infrastructure, I think it does work incredibly well, especially now that they've got a V8, a V10, and a V12 model in there. So
yeah, I agree. And the thing is, the funny thing is, I think the community would be here for it. We've asked this on OverTake in the past, like I don't know, half a year ago or so maybe, and yeah, that like sort of column, that article that I did on that matter was very, very well received. And people were like, yes, Gib, like a dedicated sim for a, like one particular season of one particular series with like all the details, you know, like Grand Prix Legends kind of did. It didn't have all the details, but as many as it could get, right? So would that work these days with like, I don't know, 97 or something? I think if it's well done and it drives nicely and shows the passion and attention to detail, then absolutely, yes.
By the way, the Patrick that was here was not your Patrick, right, Emily?
No, I don't think so.
And I will close the stream now. Gotta go, guys. Enjoyed this a ton. And yeah, thank you also for everyone who's been watching. Tomorrow, video. 8. Nee. 6.
Nee.
6.
Ja, nee.
Ja, nee. 6.
Wer hat noch? Nee, so wird das nicht.
6 p.m. CEST. 4 UTC.
Michel,
we have a new video.
Michel, you deserve a break. This has been very hard work.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
next
that
time,
might have
Alexis, when you're visiting our office, you have to do a full Grand Prix in a 25 Newton meter setup, and then we talk.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Christ. Oh, dear. I mean, maybe I'll perform better because then I don't have to wiggle around my legendary cardboard setup, which Jan is very familiar with.
I am, yeah. Legendary doesn't even cut it. Yeah, looking at it right now, I was a bit late on the brakes there, Kevin. Sorry about that. Yeah, good. Like I said, good thing it didn't really, ruin your race or anything. So my sincerest apologies for that, my guy. That was just a bit of a lapse, it would appear. Sorry about that.
Some stats
But yeah.
that Robin got taken out into T1. I mean, considering what we happen to just see, yeah, I'm not surprised.
But
Yeah, next time.
let me take the opportunity to say bye as well then.
Who had the fastest lap time,
yeah.
by the way? We didn't.
Edward, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Because of
I
the
did
three
screenshot
stop.
that. So Edward had a 29.6. Yes, that's
Okay.
by
Yeah.
far the fastest.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So, Michael, Alexis, thanks for the good company once again. Thank you everyone who watched, both here and on YouTube. So, yeah, spectacular special event. I'm here for another one and another one and another one, if you ask me. So, yeah, we'll see each other very soon, I think, at the very latest on Tuesday. And I think Michael was segueing to another video tomorrow that
Yeah.
we then rudely interrupted with,
No.
making fun of his kind of mistake there.
So no, it's the PXN
yeah.
GT1 wheel that we're reviewing. Can say so
Nice.
much. Yeah.
Cool. That sounds good.
Formula One.
Looking forward to
style
that. Ooh, there you go. Fittingly, more or less.
Yep.
Anyway, have a good evening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, however long it may still last. And yeah, see you around soon. Take care, everyone.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. Keep racing.